How would you like to never pay for another oil change? Or tire rotation? Or tires for that matter? We've got you covered at Davenport Auto Park. With Davenport for life, you can drive a brand new Honda, Buick, or GMC and never spend another dime on maintenance. With payments starting under $200 a month, what are you waiting for? Another service bill? Save that money for something fun. Head to the auto park and see how easy it can be. Come by and see us or visit our website. Davenport Auto Park, Rocky Mount.
Welcome to Around Town. We are getting ready to learn about a trip to Tuscany that Crystal Kowak of Taste for Travels, a locally owned travel agency. She has a solo practice of doing that, used to work for another travel agency. A lot of people know her and trust her, has great ideas, is going to be telling you about a trip that she has coming up at a phenomenal rate from Raleigh-Durham, all-inclusive, over to the Tuscany region this fall. Let's take a look.
So tonight we are going to discover a little bit about Tuscany. The food, the wine, and the scenery. So the company that is helping me with this particular tour, they are called Colette Vacations. Has anybody ever heard of Colette Vacations? They haven't? Okay. You have? Okay. So we actually, when I was with AAA, we used to work with them, and then they also had like a branch of the company as well that we worked with AAA. But one thing that's really impressive about them is they've been in business for just under 100 years. So they kind of know what they're doing. So I just wanted to show you a brief little video. It's like a 2-minute video about them, and then I'll get into the day-to-day tour and stuff like that. So.
It's amazing to think that a company that started in 1918, taking travelers on a 3-week tour to Florida, now reaches all 7 continents. As the oldest major North American tour operator, Colette's beginnings were simple. Jack Colette ran motor coach tours throughout the region and into Canada. In 1962, looking to retire, Jack made a move that changed the course of the company. He sold it to Dan Sullivan Sr. Dan Sr.'s entrepreneurial spirit carried Colette into a new era, while always remaining true to the things he valued most: personal customer service, convenience, and giving back. Now in its 3rd generation of Sullivan ownership, and with over 500 employees, the Colette family has grown into a worldwide organization. As a debt-free company with a long history of financial stability and business success, Colette has been able to act as a force of positive change in our world through the Colette Foundation, our nonprofit arm. By empowering employees, we give back to the places that have given us so much, both globally and locally. Colette makes it possible to explore the world without ever worrying about finding the right hotel, navigating a foreign city, or missing a must-see. With a Colette tour manager by your side, anything is possible. Part tour guide, part confidant, and part concierge, they're with you throughout your tour. It's like traveling with a trusted friend. Your tour also includes perfectly located hotels, immersive cultural experiences, unparalleled sightseeing, many meals, private transportation with complimentary hotel-to-hotel baggage handling. Join us and wake each morning on tour with a new experience in front of you. When your head hits the pillow, you'll know it's been an amazing day. A lot has changed since 1918, but the heart of Colette has stayed the same. We're a company that's all about people, experiences, friendship, history, the world, and family.
So that's, again, just a little video about Colette. Has anybody else been on a guided vacation before? Yes. Okay. You know, some of the things that, for me personally, is the tour director. Without a doubt, they have like the most, they have the best stories, they have the most insight, and they can really help you navigate a particular area or city, especially if you don't speak the language and things like that. And unfortunately, one of the other things nowadays is safety. Safety is extremely important, and so when something happens, you want to know, oh my goodness, I don't have to call and sit on hold for an hour, 2 hours. I can just go and talk to my tour director, and he or she is going to help me do whatever I need to do. One of my colleagues years ago, she had her purse stolen in Spain. You know, she put a purse down for just a quick second around like a cathedral area to take off her jacket, and her purse was still in like 2 seconds, and so her passport was gone and all that stuff. But the tour director went with her down to the police station, file the report, and do the things that they needed to get done. So it's just that peace of mind, I think, is one of the biggest advantages by all means. So, but in regards to this tour, or any tour that they do, what's included? So some of the things that are included are perfectly located hotels, be it if it's in the city or if it's in the country, like this particular tour is. They're going to put you in a centrally located area where you're going to have the rolling hills and just the great location there. Most of your meals are included. There are going to be some that are on your own. Typically, they usually have lunches on your own, but I've never seen a buffet in Europe that is not like 100 feet long. It's just massive. They give you so much to choose from. So, you might have a little bit for lunch, or you may or may not, and then usually a dinner is included. So for this particular one, 3 dinners are included. Also, that they're going to take you to the must-sees, so you don't have to worry about waiting in line to get to a particular cathedral or attraction or anything like that. They always have front of the line access. So it's kind of embarrassing as you're walking past everybody as they're waiting in line to either get their ticket or exchange a voucher or something like that, but you literally walk right in. So, and then also the services, again, by the tour manager and local experts. A lot of times they'll use local experts that can really give you a little bit more insight or history or things like that. And a lot of the tour directors come from educational background as well, so they offer you a wealth of knowledge. Transportation from hotel to hotel is included. This particular tour is actually one hotel, so you don't have to worry about changing every single night, which is really great. But again, transportation from the airport to your hotel and then back again is included. And then or baggage handling as well. So I just take a quick little look at the itinerary. So again, just to reconfirm, the travel dates for this particular tour are October the 27th, and then you return back to the States on November the 4th. So, but it's 9 days total, and that does include the overnight flight as well. So again, day 1, you're departing the U.S., which is on Thursday, October the 27th. And then the next day, in the morning, you're going to arrive you're going to arrive in Florence, but then they're going to take you to, it's a small spa-like resort town called Montecatini Terme. See, I did it again. It's a habit. But it's just this great little area there in Tuscany, very, very pretty. And that's kind of your home base. So, one of the things that I always tell my clients, especially when you're traveling internationally, never go to sleep when you get there. You're going to be exhausted, but drop off your clothes, go take a stroll, look at the sights, go get something to eat, but just try your best not to go to sleep. So, and then get to bed at a decent hour, so that way you can wake up refreshed the very next day. But that first evening, to help keep you awake a little bit, they're going to have a welcome dinner that evening. So, and I'm sure the wine's going to be flowing, which will help you sleep better that night as well. So, but a welcome dinner that first night. And then day 3, you're going to be going to Florence. And in Florence, they're actually going to use one of their local guides at that point. So, and it's just for a small portion of the day. So they're going to take you around to certain sites like Michelangelo's Statue of David, the Duomo there in Florence, And then, so you'll spend a couple hours with the local guide, and then they're going to kind of let you loose. They're going to give you some free time. The great thing is that before you leave your group, if you want to know where the best place to go get, did you know that Florence is a really, really great place to get leather? So if you're looking for a purse or a jacket or something like that, it's a great place to go. So ask your tour guide where to go, where to have a good lunch, or just to do some other type of shopping or things like that. Or you can have lunch in one of the piazzas. So day 4, you're in Lucca. And there in Lucca, you are going to be seeing a lot of the beautiful squares that they have. It's a great place to kind of sit, get a cafe, get a glass of wine, and watch the people. And I don't care what language it is, it's always fun to watch people, no matter where you are. And then also it's also known for its Romanesque style churches as well. Just beautiful. It's beautiful. Somebody did that. And then again, I apologize. And then before you leave Lucca, you're also going to have some free time to have lunch or to do whatever you want. Now, one thing that I noticed that particular day that you're in Lucca is a Sunday. Sunday, typically a lot of the shops are closed, so you may not necessarily do a lot of shopping that day. So that's just a great day to kind of relax and just walk around and kind of see the sights. I'm not saying every shop is closed, but you know, some of the big ones. I apologize, I skipped forward there. Day 5 was Siena, and then again in Siena, they're going to end up using a local guide there as well. They're going to take you around to a couple of the sites. The city itself is not terribly big, but they're going to show you some of the major sites, and then again they're going to give you some free time. And so, but before they do, you're going to have you're going to visit a special Tuscan winery. And at that winery, not only are you going to be able to sample the wine, but they're also going to show you how they make the wine, and then also, forgive me, olive oil, Italian olive oil, which is always a lot of fun. So you get to taste that. And then the next day, day 6, you're in Pisa. So in Pisa, they're going to be taking you to areas, and now this is one time where my Italian is not going to work. So, translate to be Field of Miracles, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and then also the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and everybody's going to do, you know, where they're holding up take the picture where you're holding up the tower and all that good stuff. So, but you got to do it. When in Rome, right? But you're in Pisa. and I apologize. I believe that picture right there is the Field of Miracles area and stuff like that. And again, it's hard to see. In the very, very back is the Leaning Tower there. But, you know, the one thing is, a lot of these places that we're talking about are not long drives. So from your home base in Montecatini Terme, from your hotel, you don't have to drive 5 hours to get to a particular location. I apologize, I don't know exactly the time difference, but maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half, worst case 2, but I don't even think that. So it's nice to be able to know that you're local, and that you don't, even after you've gone, you've seen, and you have some free time, it's not taking you 5 hours to get back to your hotel to rest. So that's nice. And then day 7, it really is actually a free day. They give you the time to kind of roam around the local spa town. Go to the spa if you'd like to. Why not? But it's really yours to eat. And why wouldn't you want to? Or to shop or things like that. But if you're not interested necessarily in the shopping or anything like that day, you can take an optional excursion. And I was saying just a little bit ago, there's only 3 optional excursions that they offer throughout the whole entire tour. You're not required to take them, but they are available for you if you'd like to. And so one of those would be to Cinque Terre, which is a area where it's lined of fishing villages and stuff like that, hillside towns and things like that. It's just really, really pretty. And then on day 8, you're going to go to San Gimignano. But before you get there, you're going to go to a cheese factory where you're going to get the chance to sample some of the cheeses, the local famous cheeses, and then also see how they make it and things like that. So, I mean, who can say no to wine, cheese, bread? Yeah. I'm sorry. It looks gorgeous, right? Who doesn't love cheese? And then also you'll have some time to roam around the town and things like that. And it's actually known as one of the prettiest areas in Tuscany, the town. So just a great place to take pictures and see that it's a medieval style town, village. And then of course while you're there, and in any city, but of course got to have some gelato. So they're going to give you a little bit of free time so you can sample some gelato or go shopping. But then later that evening, they're going to have a Tuscan feast. And I don't know that this is specifically going to be your view, but it's going to be something very similar to that. So it's a Tuscan Feast outside, and you're overlooking the rolling hills and everything like that. So, and it's just, the food is going to be amazing. And then the wine is going to be great, so you can have 1, 2, 5, whatever you decide. You're not driving home, so it doesn't matter. But, and then that's the pretty much the last evening and everything. And so I think at that point, it's really become unforgettable Tuscany. So you've discovered it. You've really had a chance to enjoy it for 8 days then, and really kind of soak up that particular area. And the wine, you've had the chance to soak that up too. So.
Hi, I'm Richard Koss, Pharmacy Manager at Allman's Drug Store at the Westridge Shopping Center. Here with my wife, daughters, and my business partner, Brad Hilton, and his wife, Katie.
We are delighted to be new business owners living in Rocky Mount and are excited about the new services and products we are adding at Allman's Drug Store's 2 locations. With a full-service pharmacy, a large supply of over-the-counter supplements, and a comprehensive line of diabetic supplies, Allman's has you covered. Our pharmacists also specialize in consultations. We want you to pay the lowest prices and get the best service in town, and our staff works hard to help you save money, but we are also big on friendliness and customer care. We will deliver your prescriptions free, have drive-through windows, and guarantee short wait times. And we come out to greet you personally and see how we can answer all of your questions. Because as local business owners, we care about you.
As a loyal member of your community for over 70 years, you can count on Allman's Drugs to make the health of you and your family our top priority.
Please call Allman's Drugs today.
443-3138.
How do you like to never pay for another oil change or tire rotation, or tires for that matter? We've got you covered at Davenport Auto Park. With Davenport for Life, you can drive a brand new Honda, Buick, or GMC and never spend another dime on maintenance. With payments starting under $200 a month, what are you waiting for? Another service bill? Save that money for something fun. Head to the auto park and see how easy it can be. Come by and see us or visit our website. Davenport Auto Park, Rocky Mount.
I want to go back. One of the things that I got while I was there is you never know what to bring anybody back when you're traveling sometimes. And my brother-in-law loves to cook, and so I went to the grocery store and got him like truffled oil, different types of truffled oil and stuff like that. But I mean, why not? So, yeah. And again, it goes back to just be careful, make sure you put it in your checked bags, because more than likely it's going to be over 3 ounces, or if not, it's going to go outside of that Ziploc bag size. So. Any other questions about the itinerary itself? Yeah? Okay. I don't know for sure where they're going to have you connecting through, and that's the other great thing is the fact that air is included as well. But let's just say hypothetically from, you're going to fly here to Atlanta or something, so Atlanta to Florence. Yeah, I would say 8 or 9. I know when I came back from...
it's at night.
Yeah, and it's at night. It took obviously it takes longer to come back. So when I flew from Rome to Atlanta, it was like 10 and a half, 11 hours. But by then you're tired, so you just sleep on the way back. So and that's a good thing. Try to rest as much as what you possibly can on the way over. Have a glass of wine. It would probably be from Atlanta or JFK or something like that, wherever they have their connection through. It should be, yes. It should. It's back from Florence as well. Back from Florence as well, yeah.
Price includes Raleigh, Durham.
That is correct. That is correct, yes. Round trip as well. Mm-hmm. So some of the ways that you can personalize your vacation would be air upgrades. So if you are interested in first class air, or if you just wanted to do regular coach, something that I can help you with in addition to that, if it comes out to be American or Delta, each one of them calls it something different, but it's like the economy comfort, so it's extra leg room, and then also too you have a little bit further recline in your chair. It's not full back like the first class is, But you also get free spirits as well. So again, that definitely helps for the flight over. Have a couple glasses of wine or a drink. And then also too, if you wanted to, just to make sure that you're well rested before the tour actually starts, you can also do a pre-night hotel, 1 or 2, or you can do post hotels if you wanted to stay a little bit later and extend your stay to some other parts of Italy. And then also the optional excursions that we talked about, those 3. I don't think the cooking class would be a bad thing. That would be a lot of fun. Yeah. One thing that I definitely always recommend is travel protection. And one thing that I love about this company is it's no worries travel protection. And so what that means is you actually can cancel for any reason up until the day before the departure, which is amazing. Yeah. Yeah. So and I'll tell you in just a second, but for $280 to cover everything, which is still a great price for travel protection, and it gives you the ability to cancel for any reason, is just remarkable. So I highly recommend that. That is in addition to the cost of the tour, but well worth it because the
There, like health insurance.
yes,
Available to you.
actually.
I tell you, when I went, there was somebody that got sick and they ended up in Florence for 5 days in the hospital.
Wow.
So you want to make sure.
Yes, it sure does. Yes, medical assistance, and I apologize. I don't know what the exact coverage is. Every company's a little bit different, but I can double check that for you if you're interested. But that's also a great point as far as the medical assistance. Your health insurance generally here, where is Rich? I don't know if he knows this specifically, but generally speaking, your U.S. health insurance does not cover you outside of the U.S. So the fact that this covers you is very good. But always check with your personal insurance company just to be safe. So I want to say that for everybody. But a medical evacuation is included as well. Exactly. Also the other good thing is baggage loss or delay is also included as well. And just a side note, one tip I always give my clients is, especially when you're traveling as a couple, or if it's 2 friends traveling or something like that, and you're going to check a bag, because you are at least allowed 1 free checked bag for international flights, and of course your carry-on. But for your checked bags, pack your clothes half and half of each of your clothes in each checked bag. If one of them is lost or delayed, you've both got some clothes for a couple days until you get the other bag, hopefully. But kind of if you're going to take a cell phone with you, put your cell phone number and then your itinerary, and of course in your checked bag, so that, because the last place I want it to go is home. Right? I need the clothes. However, I'm going to go shopping while I'm there, so maybe I can buy a bag. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, I was talking to Verizon the other day. A lot of the companies have global capable phones, so just verify that. I know Verizon has a global service. I don't know if US Cellular does. I don't think they do. AT&T does. Sprint probably does. Some of the big carriers. Yeah, I think US Cellular is the only one I know of that doesn't. So.
But Verizon, I think for $25 you can do free everything internationally.
And I know too, if you don't have a global capable phone, you can do their program and they'll send you one that you can use. Now, is it going to be a smartphone? That part I don't know. It's been a while since I used that particular program with them. But I was talking to a girl the other day. She said most of them nowadays are. So, but double check with them. 2 important points there. Make sure you let your cell phone company know that you're traveling and your dates and where you're traveling to, so you find out how much that the roaming charges cost. But I highly recommend that you turn your data off before you officially leave the U.S. because international roaming data is ridiculously expensive. That way your phone is only connected when it's connected to the Wi-Fi. Excuse me, when it's connected to Wi-Fi, you can use your phone texting, email, I apologize, not texting, email and looking up something online on your phone. But turn the data off. It would kill your bill. And then talking about letting somebody know ahead of time. Also let your credit card company know ahead of time that you're traveling, where you're traveling to, and your dates, at least 2 or 3 weeks before you leave. And honestly, that's just not an international thing. That's any time you travel outside of like the states that surround us. The credit card or the bank is there to protect you, and so sometimes they'll deny charges, but they do it for your protection. So just call and let them know ahead of time. we were talking about the price and what's included. I really do feel it's a great price, but it's an amazing value for what you're getting. The air inclusive from Raleigh, the culinary inclusions, the breakfast, 7 breakfasts, 3 dinners, the wine tasting, the cheese tasting, the other wine tasting, and then so much more, your accommodations, and then also the sightseeing as well, and then just the knowledge and that peace of mind of that tour director is priceless. Right now until April the 15th, all you have to do is just put down your deposit, which is $250 a person. And then, of course, if you'd like to go ahead and buy the insurance, you do have to buy that at time of deposit. But between now and April 15th, which is just a couple days, but it's $28.99 per person, which is a great deal. And then it goes to a whopping $29.99 if you miss that date and you cannot make it until April. When you pay your deposit anywhere from April 16th to the 28th. So it's a real hike. And we were talking earlier, if anybody would like to travel and you don't necessarily want to take a girlfriend or your husband, your wife, or whatever, the single supplement price is $150 total for the tour. So if everybody wants their own room, they can, but which is really good. So, and then again, the travel protection is $280 per person. Again, that covers everything. So, what is everybody waiting for? I got my pen ready. Also, too, I apologize. I got off just a tad. I got the rambling and stuff like that. I tend to do that. One other important thing I wanted to tell you, and I know a lot of people saw the email. If we have 16 people sign up, there is a possibility that we will have somebody that wins a trip. And when I say wins the trip, I mean the air and the tour, which is amazing. So the only thing that is you would have to pay extra would be like taxes, and then of course your insurance or things like that. But if we can get 16 people, so tell everybody, let's get the whole town to go. But if we get 16 people, they'll let me give away a free trip. So my number is 252-903-2576. Or my email address is tastefortravels@aol.com. So, but yeah, definitely call me. Yes, and I have cards. I have cards if you would like. I also have, I also have these pamphlets. But it's, I love this company. They have my logo and then Almonds, and then it has my contact information. So that's there and handy as well. So, all right, excellent. Thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
How would you like to never pay for another oil change or tire rotation, or tires for that matter? We've got you covered at Davenport Auto Park. With Davenport for Life, you can drive a brand new Honda, Buick, or GMC and never spend another dime on maintenance. With payments starting under $200 a month, what are you waiting for? Another service bill? Save that money for something fun. Head to the auto park and see how easy it can be. Come by and see us or visit our website. Davenport Auto Park, Rocky Mount.